Hello, my name is Zereta Suharski, and I'm going to talk to you today about conflict and how a pastor is to handle conflict in the church and the importance of conflict. First of all, I want to stress that conflict is a normal, common, necessary thing. It is not to be looked at as surprising or a sign that you're doing something wrong necessarily. Conflict is essential for healthy human relationships. We're not going to agree on everything, and the sooner we realize that, the better off we'll be. First of all, the video by T.D. Jakes discussed how if we are going to move up in our leadership, if we're going to grow in our leadership, conflict is to be expected and embraced. It's something that teaches us to become more resilient. If we're going to have what T.D. Jakes calls 360-degree leadership, we're going to make decisions that not everyone deals with. Even other leaders are going to disagree with us because they only have a 90-degree viewpoint, and that concerns their department. But as a 360-degree leader, we have to make decisions that are best for the entire church and not just certain areas of the church. And this can be certainly an area of conflict, and that's something we need to learn how to deal with well. And I must say, I've had conflicts with my own pastor on some of the things that are discussed and believed by the church that I attend regarding women and their roles in leadership. And we've kind of come to a meeting of the minds between ourselves that in the essentials we have unity, which are Christ as Lord and discipleship and its necessity. But then there are non-essentials that we have liberty and then all things charity. So we're always going to love each other, and we're always going to be kind and thoughtful and treat each other with respect, but agree to disagree on some areas of Scripture and what Scripture teaches. So that's one thing I want to point out. Also, one of the things that I talk to my daughters about is that healthy relationships have to learn how to deal with disagreements in a way that is relationship destroying. Basically, we have to learn how to disagree respectfully, and also to come to semblances of agreement about things. We have to listen first. I think that's a huge issue in resolving conflict, is that we have to be willing to listen to what others are saying and not jump to conclusions, and really try to get to the basis of where the disagreement is coming from, because so many times the initial, what appears to be the area of conflict or disagreement is in actuality not the true problem. So I think a lot of it comes down to perceptions, and perceptions are based on our own understanding of someone's motives, which may be mistaken. So in those areas, we definitely need to work at listening well and not just listening to formulate our own arguments. And when we listen well, we can often hear someone's heart. So even though they may be saying, I think you're a bad preacher or teacher or pastor, in actuality, what they may be saying is, I don't think you care about me, or I don't think you understand what my challenges are. And so many times the disagreements are based and founded on misunderstandings and honestly brokenness in other people. So if we get to the meat of that, we discover that we need to just understand and approach them with loving kindness and offer grace, and also recognize that sometimes people need to walk away from us, and that's okay. Everyone is not going to like us. We need to come to terms with that. And the sooner we do, the easier our lives will be. If we come to the terms with the fact that not everyone's going to like us, not everyone's going to agree with us, and sometimes there's nothing we can do to change that. I guess in conclusion, I just want to say that conflict is not a terrible negative thing. Conflict is a necessary and normal thing. And if we're living, especially in a fallen world, we're going to experience conflict. And as long as we maintain a heart of love and the Spirit of Christ, then we can navigate these conflicts in a godly way. So that is all I have to say. Thank you.